Hello, my dear friend Capricorn, and welcome to Hoodie Priestess Tarot. I'm Jodine, and I hope that you're having a wonderful week. This reading is going to be for August 10th through the 16th, and we will begin by drawing a card from this deck that I am currently breaking in. It's a new deck called the Enchanted Forhaxa. Forhaxa is a Swedish word that means bewitched. Then we'll follow up with the Celestial Navigation spread with the Phantomwise deck. And at the end of the reading, I will draw an oracle card for you from the Urban Crow Oracle. Both the Urban Crow and the Enchanted Forhaxa are written, and the art is created by the same person, MJ MJ, or it could be McCullinane. All right, for the week ahead, August 10th through the 16th, may we please see a card for Capricorn. For Capricorn, please, for the week ahead. Thank you. The Queen of Air. Oh boy, has she been a prominent card for all the readings so far. Now, the Queen of Air correlates to the Queen of Swords. Air is the element of swords. It's the element of the mind. She has a bee with her. She's looking like a bee herself. Remember now, this deck is based on mermaids and fairies. All right. Let us consult the book about the Queen of Air. While the Knight of Air is sharp and speaks directly without mincing words, the Queen of Air's maturity softens their message without losing information. They manage to find amusement even in times of difficulty or in an unpleasant challenge that would sting others. When the Queen of Air appears, remember they are full of life experience. And because of this, if a situation has become messy or uncomfortable, they know just what to do. Approaching a problem with a clear understanding of what is going on will help you be upfront and honest with yourself and others. The Queen's advice. Obstacles are easier to surmount when you address them sooner rather than later. Use this energy to help you quickly assess the action needed to glide over hurdles with grace and humor. During a reading, the Queen of Air may enter to lighten the mood without diminishing the circumstance's seriousness. Let her help you quickly size up a situation, as her influence will aid you to cut through any superfluous information that may be creating indecision. When I see the Queen of Swords, I just think, yes, ma'am. We'll put her there now and see if she resonates with the rest of your reading, Capricorn. All right. For the week ahead, August 10th through the 16th, please show me, where is Capricorn right now? Where are they right now? What's going on with Capricorn? Please tell us. Thank you. The Sun. Oh, beautiful. There's heavy Leo energy there, Capricorn. I don't know if that is meaningful to you or not. And what is helpful to Capricorn in the week ahead? What will be helpful or a helper for Capricorn in the week ahead, please, and thank you. Oh, who do we have here? The Page of Wands, another fire, another card of fire. Well, the Page of Wands can be a messenger. So, what is the message of the Page of Wands, please? What is the message of the Page of Wands? All pages are messengers. A message for Capricorn, please. Thank you. The Tower. Okay, so that is the Tower is the message of the Page of Wands, and that is in the position of what will be helpful to you. Interesting, Capricorn. What is it that's fading now for Capricorn? Not exactly front and center, not exactly in focus, but something fading out of view in the coming week for Capricorn. Thank you. The Five of Swords. Good. Let it fade. That's what I always say about this one. Okay, so the Five of Swords is fading. Then what is it that's front and center for Capricorn in the coming week? What is it that's occupying Capricorn's full attention or focus in the week ahead? Capricorn. The Seven of Cups. I haven't seen this card out for a long time. Okay, so the Seven of Cups is in the focus. And what is it that Capricorn can't see yet, but it's coming up on the horizon, or it's coming up around the bend? What is it that's coming up for Capricorn that they cannot see just now? The Ace of Swords. And what is the destination or the goal for Capricorn in the coming week? Where is it that Capricorn is headed for? Or where is it that they would like to be headed for? Thank you. The Two of Swords. Interesting. This came up in the same position for Libra. Do you have any heavy Libra in your chart? All right, and what is on the bottom of our deck? The Eight of Swords. All right, Capricorn, I see you right now having the ability to lead your best life. Maybe you indeed feel like you are living your best life right now, or that you have been up until this point. And possibly you're a person who is able to radiate light, hopefulness, and warmth to other people just by being in the room. You could have a sunny disposition like that. Also, you could have some heavy Leo in your chart. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But what's coming up now that you feel might be developing is a foundational shift or a foundational collapse. And I think I see this sort of thing all across the zodiac signs right now, is this idea of shift or change, or the things that we once counted on being gone, and we're kind of hanging in air and we don't really know what we're doing next. Anyway, it would be helpful to you. I really have to look at this because we have a page here and it's a page of fire. So it's a page of inspiration, new ideas, new will to do something, new fire, the spark of life. That's what the fire sign is about. And the page is very exuberant and excited to do and learn new thing in the midst of some sort of collapse. Some sort of collapse. So it would be helpful for you to maintain enthusiasm, to look for new opportunities to arise, possibly where you least expect them, and to be ready to explore new opportunities, because otherwise the future is looking unknown. But there are opportunities everywhere. And I find myself saying all this week as I do the tarot readings that it is the best of times and the worst of times. Just because things are collapsing, just because things are drastically changing from what they have always been, doesn't mean that we can't yet find joy. And it doesn't mean that we won't find new opportunities, unexpected opportunities in places where we have never even thought to look before. And I think that's what will be helpful for you. Maintain a sunny attitude. Look for the opportunities in the rubble. Rubble is what I said, kind of muffled. What's on the fade out for you is this an actual person who you've been having a fight with? Is this somebody who you would consider an asshole? Or is it your ability to be an asshole that is fading out, Capricorn? Only you will know the answer to this. And I suspect it is different from Capricorn to Capricorn. So take it as you would. But this is a card of somebody who has to have their own way, who has to win every fight, who's very stubborn, who might play mind games. Swords are the suit of the mind, after all. Now look at the picture. Somebody here has all the swords, and their friends are walking away. There's three characters in this card. There's the one who had to win at all costs. There's the two that are going away sort of dejected and sad. You may find that you are one of them. Which one are you, Capricorn? Whatever this situation is, the good news is it's not your focus of attention right now. It probably was, but it's fading. Good, let it fade. What is in the focus of your attention right now is you don't know what to do first. It seems to me you have so many possibilities of where you could put your energy, or of things that tug at your heart that you could get involved in, that you would be happy to do. There are so many. Your problem is not that you can't think of what to do. The problem is there are so many things you could do that you don't know where to begin. And in the future, it looks like you are going to be getting some clarity, probably about that. You're going to sort through all those different avenues and adventures and probably settle on one or a couple that you're willing to pursue. And I think the reason that you will be doing that is your Queen of Swords is prominent here from the Forhaxa deck. She's one who will come in and help you do the sorting. She'll help you make decisions. She has no problem whatsoever deciphering which will work better and which will not. In the meantime, be careful, because it looks like in the midst of making decisions, that's what the twos are, all of them. They're also about relationships. But in the midst of it, making decisions and choices, the particular flavor of the Two of Swords is that one is purposefully not seeing the truth about some situation or some person. You are purposefully turning a blind eye, or you are putting up a mental or psychological block to something that's trying to come in. And I don't really have enough information about that to know what that is. But there is a story sitting down here in the deck, and it's one of obsessive thinking. Now, I don't know if this applies to all the Capricorns or if it's just for a specific few. If this is about you, good. If it's not about you, don't make it about you. But somebody here is thinking obsessively about their relations, I would think, with a work situation, the relations they have, their work community. So some relationship with people in your work community, perhaps you have been doing a lot of talking and communicating. This can be many texts, emails, phone calls. It can be a lot of written communication. And it looks to me like you're talking about the way things are going to change. So this could be the way the nature of your work is going to be changing. It could be that you're viewing it as a bad change, but it might turn out to be a fortunate change. So try to stand back, hold off on judgment until things are more clear. Remember, in the future, we're looking forward to some clarity. This can also be a card of I'm confused about what's going to happen. It can be a card of I feel overwhelmed because I don't know which choice to make, or so many different things could happen. I have no idea which one will. So there's going to be some changes to your work environment, it looks like, and therefore probably will affect your relationships. So there could be some fear around that. This is the one too. This is the one who's had a bad experience. This is the wounded warrior, okay? Has been all beat to hell in the past, one way or another, but is so determined to stand their ground, to not give up, to go until the situation has been completed. Could also be putting up boundaries to keep people out, to block them, these mental blocks, okay? Sometimes when change is on the horizon, we become resistant. We put up boundaries, we put up walls in our mind. We don't want to change. All right. This is patience. This is the card of Sagittarius. It tells you to have patience. It is a card about the best of times and the worst of times. This is a card that would give you the wisdom that two exactly opposite things can both be true at the same time. So while change is hard and difficult and you want to resist it, it may in fact indeed end up giving you many more opportunities and new ideas. Keep hope, new ideas and new paths to follow. You may develop new wishes that you didn't know you had that may lead to prosperity. Just try not to, this little deck here goes on and on. I think this is for somebody. Try not to focus. These are both tens, okay? One is a good outcome, one is a bad outcome. What are you creating with your mind? This is the card of the mind, okay? Try not to create a negative situation by thinking that way. And remember where you direct your energy. Okay, where you direct your resources. This is the card of giving, receiving. What you put in may be what you get out. So, there was really a lot going on below decks there, and I have a strong feeling that it pertains at least to somebody, if not to everybody. All right, Capricorn, let's consult the Urban Crow and see if they have any wisdom to impart to you for the upcoming week. This is for Capricorn in the week of August 10th through the 16th, please. For Capricorn, give us your best card for dear Capricorn. Thank you. Wrath. Oh, now this came out too for, which one? It was one of the air signs. It was, I think it might have been Aquarius. Do you have strong Aquarius? Do you have Aquarius in your chart, or do you have Aquarius in your life prominently? They also got this card, Wrath. 5 and 4, it's a 54, so 5 plus 4 is a 9. 9 is the number of completion. You're wrapping up something, something is completing, and you're very angry about it. Well, this card is going to ask you to pay attention to what your feelings create, which we kind of already did talk about, but let's just look at this now, and this will be the last card we look at. Okay, Capricorn. One day I heard the sound of what could have been 100 crows outside my window. The sky was nearly black with swarms of angry birds dive-bombing the tree outside my apartment. A young raccoon had killed a baby crow. The energy in the air was almost palpable. You could feel the anger of the crows as well as the fear of the raccoon, who clung desperately to the tree for dear life. Wrath creates a powerful energy. It can be destructive and can lead you down a path that may strain and cause friction within a relationship. Capricorn. Wrath adds another element to anger, and it's the element of revenge. It's not just enough for the offender to know that you are angry. They must also feel or experience that anger in some way. Wrath asks you to consider the energy that you are creating from your anger. Is it one that will, in the end, create a positive change in the relationship? Or are you creating resentment that fuels the desire for future revenge? Although it may have been a single event that caused the energy of anger to present itself, it is through wrath that the anger mutates and splinters, creating a breakdown in the relationship and negative emotions. Well, I wonder if we didn't get a little bit of this. Remember this? That was what was sliding out of your focus, but it's not gone yet. Something has happened, Capricorn. You've had an argument with somebody, and sharp words were exchanged. And even though you're not arguing anymore, the tension is still lingering in the air. And the parties involved are still carrying plenty of anger. So you may want to study upon or think of ways or ask advice from a trusted friend how you can diffuse this situation. Yes, I will leave it there. It's not my job to tell you what to do, only to tell you what I see. And that's something I'm working on. Wish me luck. Okay, Capricorn, thank you so much for supporting me and my work and this channel. And if you're watching and you like this and you haven't subscribed, please do, because that really supports the channel and it gets me around to more people. I want you to have a great week until I see you next time. Take care, my dear. Bye-bye.